Green Hell is a game where it seems like everything in this jungle is trying to kill you. This guide will arm you with the information required to survive and thrive in this hostile location. So let's get to it. One of the first issues you're going to run across is Leeches. Leeches will pop up with a little magnifying glass in the bottom left-hand corner. Hit the C key and take a look at your body. You have 4 quadrants. Take a look at all 4 quadrants to see if you can find out where they are. There they are. And you can have a maximum of 5 leeches. Just drag and drop them off your skin like this. And you have now dealt with leeches. The next most common condition you will encounter is a state of being dirty. In the bottom left-hand corner, you'll see a little splash symbol there. It says a 5. You can get anywhere from 1 to 5 levels of dirty. You get dirty from doing things like chopping trees, carrying mud and mud bricks, skinning animals, and skinning natives. The condition in and of itself does not cause an issue, but if you eat while you're dirty, you can pick up parasites. Wounds while you're dirty can get infected, so keep yourself clean as much as you can. Come over to water, look at it, hold down your right mouse button, and come over to wash yourself. You'll pick out some water, you'll wash yourself. You can see that I've taken off 1 or 2 levels of dirty. The next thing you can do also is you can get yourself a mud shower like this. This will fill up in the rain, and you can stand underneath this, pull the plug, get clean. It's the same thing as standing underneath the shower like this, where you can see that whole thing goes down really quickly. The last thing you can do is, I'm going to run over here really quick. Last thing you can do is you can jump into the water and go swimming. If you're swimming, it will also take it off. Not quite as fast as if you were taking a shower, underneath a shower or under a waterfall, but it comes down pretty quick. Parasites. Parasites are a condition that you are likely to get because you just don't know what you're doing. This is one of the conditions that should be completely avoidable, but most people end up getting themselves killed over it. I did my first time. So if you drink unsafe water, like here, if I drink water out of here, you'll see it says bad idea, and then you can see on the side there it says 2 parasites. I get a little intestinal thing down there that says 2. Right now, I am pretty much full up on health. You can get parasites that way. If you actually look at dirty water in your deal, damn it. If you look at dirty water, you'll see there actually is 2 parasites in there. If you eat bad meat, you'll pick up parasites. Also lose some sanity. So you want to be careful about eating up the bad meat. Also, if you just drink out of your unsafe water, you get more parasites. Drinking dirty water, eating raw meats, eating animal droppings, and eating any food while you are dirty, all can give you parasites. Let's scoot over here and get up to our max level of parasite, shall we? Okay, so I'm at my max count on parasites, so we're at 15 parasites. If we look at let me just stay here for a second. If we look at my my health here, I've been eating up all sorts of fats and stuff, but you can actually see those counters coming down now. They're coming down pretty fast. You can actually see the carbohydrate there about to disappear. And then what will end up happening is my health goes down. The lower my different macronutrients are, the lower my health is, and I can end up dead from that. This tree here is a guava tree. It's a guanabana tree. It looks like an avocado. I don't have any there right now. This is an orange. This is a Coquina speciosa. It's an orange cup mushroom. Both of these will cure some. So if I eat this one, I get. Whoop, see, I'm at 15. Eat that. I should go down. Actually, I lost a parasite, and I picked up a parasite because I'm dirty. I need to move a little bit faster here. So I will clean myself up. So that was eating something while dirty. So you definitely want to make sure you're clean before you start taking care of your parasite issue so you don't add to it. The Coquina speciosa mushrooms, or our orange cup mushrooms, these grow only on wild logs. You just look around, you'll find them in the place with some other mushrooms as well. These will take care of 1 parasite. You can also put the Coquina speciosa into a soup with the mushroom, and it will still give you the -1. The indigo blue leptonia mushroom, which only grows on the largest of trees, these are the ones that you can get tree houses on, these will give you a -2 parasite. By far the best for parasites is the guava plant here, or avocado, Who knows? It looks like a tree. It's around here. You just go ahead and grab the fruits off. These fruits leech, cure 2 parasites. You can see it says -2 parasites. The good news is you can harvest these, and if you harvest them, you'll get a seed, and you can plant that seed in a garden and grow them, and then you'll have anti-parasitics available to you at any time of day or night. These have the orange cut mushrooms in them, like this one does. So if I look at this and I drink it, you can see that I lose a parasite. I lose a parasite. I lose a parasite. This one has the guabano one, the avocado-like, and you can see I'm losing 2 parasites there. I'll drink some more there. So now I'm down to 6 already. The rash condition can be brought on by approaching an anthill. Anthills look like a little mound of dirt. If you get too close to them, you'll get bit. Or beehive. Beehives are accompanied by the telltale buzzing sound. You can hear it here. The hive, which if I come over here, you'll take a peek. You can see that hanging right there. You can approach that with a torch out, and you can get in there, grab the hive and the queen bee. But if you don't have a torch out, you will get stung. Or washing yourself in poisoned water, which is in one of the story effects, one of the storylines that are in this game. To fight this thing off, all you really have to do is just wait. It'll probably hit you for 1 point of sanity and then cure itself on its own. Or you can use a bandage that has an antihistamine effect on it. There are 2 bandages which will suffice, the honey dressing bandage and the lily dressing. Both of these will take care of the rash if you need to, but generally I would recommend don't waste a bandage, just wait them out. Food poisoning is another condition you're going to run into fairly frequently. Is the beginning times you'll have food that doesn't tell you much, but here you can see effects of consumption. The only way I know that the effects of this eating this nut gives me 15 fat is by eating it. Well, that means there's some things like this one here where if you don't know, the only way for you to figure out what it is you eat it. Here, let's first set our fire going here. And so if I eat this to figure out what it is, this Monsteria deliciousness, you'll have to know that this is Monsteria deliciousness. I didn't spell that right, but hey. If I eat it, you can see I picked up 1 level of food poisoning. So I can do a couple of things here. I can let that food poisoning pass, and what will end up happening is all my macronutrients, the fats, the water, the carbohydrates, and the proteins will start to go down as long as you keep drinking water, because that's the one that's going to get on the most. If you keep drinking water, you should be able to survive most amounts of food poisoning. So that one, this raw cassava bulb will do it. The fallacious, the industrious, this mushroom, the one with a little fur on the bottom, this one will also give you 3 levels of food poisoning. The Psychotropia, which looks like berries. I know I've got. I thought I had some around here. Guess I don't. Do I? Yeah, I don't. The Psychotropia, which looks like leaves with red berries on it, that will give you 4 levels of food poisoning. A spoiled nut, meat, any of these here will give you some additional food poisoning. So if I eat like this one here, I'll get some food poisoning as well. This egg, by the way, I don't have to keep down here. A spoiled piece of fruit will give me some more. That's me having fun. So, for example, if I eat this, I will get more food poisoning. That we've already had some of that. Any kind of meat will give you 3. Drinking that flour I just ate in a soup like this one will give you more food poisoning. You see them at 10. The maximum amount of food poisoning you're going to get is 20. You can eat one thing on the game that gives you 20 at one point in time. I'll let you figure that one out. But just let me say, it's pretty obvious that you shouldn't be eating it. And if you do, well, there you go. Small piles of leaves, if you eat those, that'll give you 1 level of food poisoning. To cure food poisoning, you can do things like you can eat a piece of charcoal. That will take away 1 food poisoning, though it'll cost you a little bit of sanity. You can eat an albaca herb here. That's a leaf that looks like a small, stemmy, purplish kind of thing, like this. You can eat one of those. That'll give you a 2. You can eat a lily flower. That'll also give you another 2 reduction in your food poisoning. You can see I'm already down to 4. You can make soups. To make a soup, yeah, get it out of you. Get it out of your system. You can see that my health is going down. If you want to make a soup, put some water into a bowl, any kind of bowl. And then you can grab anything like, let's see, let's grab a bone here. I'm watching my health. You can put it in there and it will slowly cook itself, so it'll go away. If you do that, it'll get a bone infusion, which will take away 3 more food poisoning, and also it reduces fever. So that's kind of a handy thing to get if you get poisoned. And that comes with fever. You can do that. I have this tortoise shell, and actually, if I open it up, here's another one. This is the what do I got in there? This is the albaca leaf that I ate earlier. If I drink it, it'll give me 3 levels of reduction of food poisoning. And over here we have the lily leaf that I ate before. If you put this into a thing and drink it, you'll get 5 levels of food poisoning reduction. So that's the best ways to do it. The easiest thing to do is just to get some water lilies and have those available to you. They don't rot, as you can see over here. They never go bad, so you can just stick them into a box like this and leave them there forever, or stick them in a soup and set them on the side there like here and just let it cook, and eventually come back and just drink it and get your stuff back. That's how you take care of food poisoning. So next on. Now let's get into some more of the injurious kind of things. The next one's going to be scratch or abrasion. If you fall from a height like this, you will take a scratch or abrasion. Go in, take a look at your different ends here. Do a search on your arms. Typically, your leg is where you're going to get the scratch or the abrasion. There it is. Looks like that. You want to place something that has an antiseptic property on this. That's either going to be an ash dressing, a Goliath dressing, a lily dressing, and or a tobacco dressing. All these are not tobacco, honey dressing. All of these will have antiseptic properties. And once you place that on there, like that, it's all wrapped. If you inspect your body again and take a look at your leg, you'll see that it's wrapped. And eventually what will happen is it will go away and you'll be healed. Make sure when you do this work that you're clean first. No dirty stat. If you have a dirty stat on it, you may very well get it infected. We'll talk about that next. The next type of wound is going to be a laceration. This is a more serious attack or more serious damage. Happens with one of these guys actually hits you. You, come here, hit me. Thank you. There, take it back. Here, take this back while I fix myself. I was going to run around in circles. Okay, you run around in circles. See how well that works for you. Okay, so make sure you're clean, and then come in, do an exam on your body again like you've done before. Look for where the wound is, like here. See, this is the laceration. You're going to want to use an antiseptic on it, just like we did with the scratch, the abrasion. So in this case, I'm going to use a lily dressing and put that on, now that I'm clean. The wounds that you take from the various cats or from the natives can also cause bleeding, and that's a consistent loss of health until it's all done with. And I still have a thing there saying that I should be looking at myself. Did I get hit somewhere? I did get hit somewhere else. That guy got me twice. All right, well, I'm not going to take care of this one. Let's watch this one turn into an infection. We're going to wait. Okay, now we've got it. As you can see that down below, my magnifying glass is still blinking back and forth, but I just picked up a fever. Now if I come down here and take a look at my leg, I've got dirty on purpose. You can see it turns a nice, nasty green color. Let's go over here into the water and clean up. That's going to be one of our first things to take care of, an infection. We're going to want to get ourselves nice and clean. So I'm going to take a shower. You can wash off in the water. You can take a swim, whatever it is you want to do to get clean. Okay. Now that I'm clean, I can go back and take a look at my leg. If I look at this now that it's infected, notice when I pick up a bandage, I don't get a circle, right? No circles, and that is because I got to clear the infection. You do that by taking maggots, and you put the maggots on there. Did I miss? Did I miss? I think I missed. Here, I didn't miss. So the maggots are on there. So now that I have maggots on there, you can kind of see them right there. What they're going to do is they're going to eat the infection. Okay, and when they're done eating the infection, I'll get the magnifying glass back, and then I'll have to treat it like a normal wound again. I could go back and forth like this, getting dirty, getting infected, using maggots to clean it, and come back. To take care of that fever, you can either sleep, or you can eat. I think one of these will take care of. No, it's in the water. That's in a soup. So I'm going to go ahead and sleep for a second here. The fever is going to make you get dehydrated, so be sure you have some water nearby. I'm going to go ahead and sleep a little bit to get that off. I'm just going to watch down there lower left-hand corner. There's the magnifying glass. So now if I come back in and take a look at my leg, there it is. It looks like it was before. Now I can bandage it up with regular bandage or whatever else. As long as you're clean, a regular bandage works surprisingly well. You don't need all the extra stuff. I like the extra stuff anyway, plus you might need it to heal. If you're in the Spirits of the Amazonia game, you'll need to use it to heal some wounded tribesmen. The next condition is probably one of the worst because of when it comes around. You can see my energy at the lower left-hand corner there is very slim. I've got a yellow top, a red bottom. If I keep pushing without sleeping, it will cause me to fall to the ground and pass out. You can, if you want to, hold the C key and you go sleep on the ground. That's one of the things you can do. There's also the opportunity to sleep in a bed, which I have up here, but I'm not going to do that because we're doing an experiment. But if you do not deal with this, you're going to end up passing it out. Furthermore, this usually occurs after you've been bitten by something and gotten poisoned. You ended up with a fever. The fever's taking away your energy. And after you get to the point where you're trying to get back to your bed, you end up passing out. When you pass out on the ground, you can see the little icon on the bottom. You will always get worms. If you fall asleep on the ground, if you specifically do it on your own, you may get worms. And this is actually one of the worst places to get it, but we'll deal with that in a minute. So it looks like this. What you do is in your backpack, hopefully you're carrying some fish bone, maybe you made some bone needles, maybe you got some stingrays, whatever it is, grab one of these needles and dig that little puppy out. Be sure that you're clean. See, now I'm not clean at the moment, so before I go any further, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to wash. And notice that I'm still tired. Kind of tired. I didn't get a lot of rest from being passed out, but I got some. So now if I take a look at the arm, now I treat this like I do a laceration or an abrasion or whatever. I can throw a bandage on it. I think in this case, I will throw something antiseptic on it like a lily bandage. -3 on worms. That means I got worms in every extremity. Whee! Okay, so now we go for the leg. Nope, I don't have it on every leg extremity, huh? Just the other arm. Okay. Sometimes you'll see that it pops up in a place where it's like, I don't know if I can get it. In this particular case, you can see I can take this thing, I can wing back and forth. You see it turn green? That digs it out. Great. Now let's go and see if we can get a bandage on it, get it at the bottom. I can't get the bandage on there. If this happens to you, a thing that I would recommend that you do is to change your graphics setting so that you can actually see your arm. And I believe, let's try that. This is the worst if you got a bleeding wound. Oh my God, bleeding wounds are the worst for this. All right, so we come down to, I think it's 19. There we go. 19, whatever it was. Let me take a look again. So we got that patched up. I'm actually dirty, so that's kind of a mess. That might get infected. I don't know why I popped up dirty after I already cleaned myself, but okay. So options, graphics. In this particular case, it was 1920 by 1220 or 1200. Go back to my normal games. And there I've taken care of worms. So if you pass out on the ground, you'll get worms. If you fall asleep on the ground, you might get worms. You have to dig them out with a needle, and then you have to treat them like a laceration with a bandage. The jungle's favorite defense mechanism is going to be Venom. You'll get Venom from a number of sources, including things like the Stingray. 1 level. Hitting a spiky tree.
Damn it.
Stepping next to or onto a scorpion. Or getting bit by a rattlesnake.
Damn it.
There are also spider bites. Simply carrying a log, you end up with a millipede running across your arm, and he comes around and he'll bite you. And, of course, everybody's deadly favorite, the venomous yellow pretty frogs, nice and colorful. In all of these cases, the best way to deal with the poison is a few fold. One, look for the wound on your body. Usually, if you're being bit or something, it's most often on your leg, like right there. You can apply a tobacco dressing. Tobacco dressing will immediately stop the poison debuff. The debuff with the little that little sign there, that skull and crossbones, means that you're taking dot damage over time. The higher it is, the more damage you will take over time. Putting that bandage on will stop the poison and will also give you a chance to will also remove 4 levels of poison once you've rested a little bit. You can also make soups. You can make a lily leaf soup or a bone soup. The lily leaf soup is going to give you -2 on your poison, and the bone is going to give you -3. So all of these things will give you a reduction. If you're in the next campaign, you also can find painkillers. Painkillers be -4. So any of those, and actually if I open my door, you can see this, minus fever, minus poison, minus poison. So if I drink that, there's a -4 on my poison. And I only had one, so it's going to give me a -1. And there goes the fever. So it's always good to keep some bone soup around just in case you need to reduce your fever, reduce the poisons, or you can just sleep it all off, assuming the poison's not too bad. Fever will occur whenever you've had a venomous bite. You'll also be accompanied with fever. Also, if you get an infected wound, it'll be accompanied with fever. Fever is going to result in an increased consumption of both water and energy. And so we'll kind of sneak up to you and cause you to get very tired, possibly pass out, pick up worms, and all sorts of other stuff. To defeat this, you can either just sleep in your bed, or you can make a bone infusion of water. This will both take care of venom and take care of fever. Also, you can make a Quisimamara fusion. That's this one here. So when you get this flour, if while it's not dried, while it's raw, you can throw it into a thing like that, make a brew out of it, and then if you drink that brew, you can see, boom, there goes away my fever. And also, if I had food poisoning, I'd lose some food poisoning at that. But this one is also going to take care of 15 levels of fever. The only time you're going to need this is if you happen to eat venom frog. Of course, there are many ways to keep yourself energized. So you can see if I say 8 eggs, I get energy. But eventually, you're going to get this little Z sign here. This is insomnia. Insomnia is going to cause you to lose a little bit of sanity, and it's also going to increase your energy loss over time. And the best way to get rid of it, of course, is sleep. However, you have to sleep at least 4 hours before the insomnia will go away. So you have to have a decent sleep, and then it'll go away. This last one is kind of a treat and also really bizarre. We're going to do sanity. I'm at full sanity right now. I'm going to knock myself down to 0 and like nothing flat. The poison dart frog meat is not a good thing to eat. Trust me on this. Don't do this on your own unless you're prepared. I have some very serious. Let me show. This will reduce my fever. These will reduce my food poisonings. Things are going to get kind of nasty. I even got 2 more food poisonings over here. Let's go ahead and eat this. Woo! Okay, so I got 20 food poisoning. I got 100 sanity. I have gone insane by eating. I'm tripping already, man. I am just tripping already. Let's go ahead and drink. We are going to get ourselves all the way down off the food poisoning. Okay, so there goes the food poisoning, but I am insane. What does insane mean? This is what insane means. I can throw rocks at these guys to make them go away. Hey, you. Oh, really? Hey. Okay. While you are insane, things will come and stuff that you might normally get. And I forgot my honey. Sweet. That's what I wanted to do. Let's go ahead and drop. I need to make something here. I drop my machete. I'm going to grab one of those. And I'm going to make myself craft, and a rope. That will make a torch. Is it raining? Of course it's raining. We have to cure our sanity. So I took care of everything else at the moment. And dang it. Do I have... I thought I was prepared. I am not prepared. Okay. Still have some fire. Do I have a fire over there still going? I do not. All right. Well, let's get this thing. Let's get this show on the road. You can hear in the background. I've got some voices. The natives are going to be attacking, but the natives are just hallucinations. So any hit at all will take them down. Let's go ahead and ignite this. Cool. Do I have any water here? I do. Let's go and fill these things up with water. And I will be back with that. So there. Wait. Don't get that. There we go. So I have prepared myself over here with a little roofing thing here. So now I can come in here, bring this out, and I can grab honey out of these. Eating cooked meat will give you some sanity. Standing by the fire will give you some sanity. But the best way to do this is to make a honey soup. In fact, do I have any honey over here? I do. If we look at, let's eat this. You can see I get plus 10 sanity out of that. As long as you get it up high enough, you'll be okay. There's another 5 sanity. Another 5 sanity. More sanity. Oh, hello. What the heck is that? He looked like he was a bad guy. I'm gonna grab a couple more rocks so I can throw them if I need to. But now my sanity is around 30. Let's see. Do I got any meat? Let's go get some meat. We'll bring up our sanity through meat as well. So we've got a piece of cooked caiman meat here. So if you eat that, you'll see I pick up 5 more sanity. If I eat some Brazil nuts, if you look at this, the Brazil nuts will give me 2 sanity. If I eat a boiled egg, they'll give me 1 sanity. So you can bring your food up and bring up your sanity at the same time. Your sanity is going to be something you're going to have to work at if you knock it all the way down like that. But again, best thing you could do, grab yourself some honey. That's going to be worth the most. Just eat it raw and you'll be the happiest. Let's talk first aid kits now. We've figured out how to heal pretty much everything we've got. But what do we want to take with us? I'm going to open up my first aid kit and my backpack so you can kind of see what I would suggest you take at a minimum. This is also pretty much all you need to take. In your backpack, I'd say take a stack of leaf bandages. I have 2 so that I can craft more stuff as I go. A stack or even 2 stacks of ash dressing and maybe 1 to 2 stacks of tobacco dressing. This is going to be used for venom bites. This is going to be used for anything else, possibly for healing natives as you go along. You're going to keep 1 stack of fishbone. You need about maybe 3, but a stack of fishbone is small, and you might as well keep them there. You're going to want to have the albahaca herb. You're going to want to have 1 or 2 of these. This is going to be taking care of food poisoning if you happen to eat something that you're like, ooh, I shouldn't have eaten that. So we've got worms with fishbone. We've got food poisoning with the albahaca. We've got most of our lacerations, our scratches, our rashes, things like that if we want to deal with it. Leaf bandages, venom, tobacco dressing, ash for anything that gets really nasty. And then I also have on my food side maggots. You want to take at least 3 maggots there in case you get an infected wound. All done. Next, I would say if you happen to come across the red cap mushrooms or the blue indigo mushrooms or the guava, sure, take those, use them for food. Don't sweat it if they go bad. They're just there in case you're going to need to do some parasites. You might be somewhere where you just have to drink something with parasites in it. Drink it, eat your anti-parasitic. There you go. In your first aid kit, I'd put, again, a leaf bandages. I'd keep at least 2 stacks of regular leaf bandages. This is also so that you can stockpile if you need to. Keep a couple of stacks of tobacco dressing, a couple of stacks of ash dressing, a few albahaca herbs. Again, if you don't have these available to you because you didn't find any, you can also use water lily flowers. Those are just as good. Then keep a stack or 2 of fishbone. You can also use stingray, or even taking a bone and making it into, you just harvest a bone and makes it into bone needles. And then a couple stacks of maggots. That takes care of your worms, that takes care of your infection, that takes care of your food poisoning, and these takes care of all of your other things. Last, I would suggest that over at your campfire area, you certainly can have some stuff, you're doing normally, making your fires. But I would say keep one pot with some good meat soup. That's the one that has both the fats and the proteins. That's a tapir, uh, likely best. The other thing I would suggest you do is have at least one bone soup, maybe two, because they're also good for both your protein and fat, and it takes care of fever and it takes care of food poisoning. So here you can see, and actually, let me get a better angle so we can see it. You can see here that this is going to give me some hydration. It's going to give me energy. It's going to take care of food poisoning. It's going to take fever. It's going to give me proteins. It's going to be fat. Bone infusions are great. So keep a couple sitting there. When you're all done, you got it all cooked up. Just pour water on your fire, put it out, and this will stay good forever. This will never go bad. So we've covered all of the various types of injuries that we can receive throughout green hell and how to treat them. We've taken a look at our first aid kit in the backpack, in the chest, and also what we might want to put up there on the stove. So hopefully with that, you'll be able to survive in green hell long enough to enjoy the jungle and all of the natives. Take care. Bye-bye.
We're better off as strangers. Believe me when I say, loving me is loving danger. Your heart is bound to break. I walk alone in the night, neath the pale moon. Loving's for the fools. Baby, beware of my bite. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm a lone wolf. 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 I'm a